Let's go. Number 1, twitchy pronoun lady. Let's let that rip.
Is that what you're gonna call me from now on? Them Mandy. Them the Mandy. I like it. I think it's pretty good.
Do we say them or they?
Middle school teacher.
You would say they if you were talking about me and you're like, they are really awesome. Or if you said, I want to give this piece of candy to them. Get it?
No.
I like your hair. They.
How about if you...
Like this poor kid, I like your hair, they, like, you're confusing the kid with grammar and it makes no sense. And now you're making this kid do like a puzzle in their brain of like, how does this work? I only know words for, a few months now. I've only been putting together sentences for a little while. Now I know that there's a lot of different genders and some people are the multiple people pronoun.
They aren't even on grammar yet at this point, right? Like, isn't this like just like words and forming sentences and like we haven't gotten to the structure?
Pure confusion. And also, there's like a type of, what is this, a trans person or?
I don't know. This
LGBT.
Is just, yeah.
So there's a type of LGBT person who is like, for example, she, they, or she, them. But why wouldn't it just be she, her? Like, if you're already doing she, what's the difference between her and they? Like, wouldn't you just be like, oh, I'm okay with she, so I'm okay with her? Like, why that? Those are the ones that are the fakest to me. Like, if you're a guy trying to be a girl and you look like a girl and you say, call me she, it's like, all right, I get what you're doing.
And you committed.
Yeah.
You cut your tits off or you put them on.
Exactly. You're a guy in a dress. You think you're a girl. Call me a girl. I get the broken logic on why he is now a she in his mind.
Yeah.
But why would you be she, they? Why wouldn't you just be she, her? Why
can you be she without being her is what you're asking. Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense. It's just like you're a she, you're not really a he. So you're like, all right, she, but that's not enough. I need to take from people. I need people to abide by what I want, and I need to impose my will on people.
Yeah.
So they need to call me them. And it's like so confusing. You try to explain to a kid who's trying to be nice.
Yeah. It's a dominance thing for sure.
Twitchy too, that person shouldn't be near a kid.
What's the voice? Can we talk about the voice of this person and the twitchiness?
Yeah.
The weird, this is just kind of a weird creature, right? Like what happened here? The voice is I'm going to play it again from just a little bit.
I like it. I think it's pretty good.
I like it. I think it's pretty good. Annoying, high-pitched, and slurring? Is this how you talk to kids? Shouldn't you be enunciating? Shouldn't, like, being a teacher be part of, like, having a little class and poise and presenting yourself in a way that's, deserving of little kids to look up to you?
Yeah.
Shouldn't there be a reciprocal thing here where it's like you're someone to look up to?
That's a good point. There needs to be some sort of, like, meritocracy to get in front of kids. I'm a fireman. I'm a cop. Like, I'm a blah blah blah.
And it's state college right now, and a little program.
It's like going to a community college program where you studied education.
And then you're an assistant teacher for a while where you don't really do anything. You know how they all have that. A lot of teachers have that like trial period where you're a classroom assistant or helper or whatever, and you're not doing your trans stuff then. Then you're just like toeing the line. But once they give you the 30 kids unsupervised, then you really start getting weird with it.
I'm damn. I would hear that and go, "Oh, what's going on in here?" Oh, you're explaining them. Okay, you can just pack up your shit and go. Thank you, though. I'll watch the kid. I'll teach the kid he, she. And I'll teach him that part.
Yeah.
Moving on. Call of Duty, the video game. Very going woke, I guess. Everything is going woke these days, but the video games especially. Listen to this. They have like these like pre-made characters in the game. Listen to this character that Call of Duty has.
Yeah, so this is for like the new campaign or whatever that they're doing. And so it's just a character. So they do little character things for soldiers. And so this is Thomas. It goes, his citizenship, Canadian and Spanish. Thomas was born in New Carlisle, Quebec, to a French father and a Spanish mother and grew up in Spain. He fought in World War I, served as a volunteer for the Mackenzie Papineau Battalion, and drove tanks in World War II. He fought in World War I, but his birthday on the top of this bio thing says 10/21/1920. Any historians out there want to tell me when World War I is? So either way, It goes, his battle experience hardened him, but only out of care for his soldiers in an attempt to send everyone back home. He loves his partner and is optimistic about returning to him after the war. So
more concerned with making him gay than historically accurate for a war video game.
Exactly. And so,
no one who works knows when World War I is.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, there's how many major world wars are there? 1, 2? Okay, let's just guess. Roll the dice.
Yeah.
Isn't this your job? And you're making him gay and factually incorrect. So, the internet meme, fake and gay? Mm-hmm. This qualifies.
Fake and gay.
Fake and gay. He was not fighting in World War I as a negative 4-year-old.
Yeah, but he was gay. That's all that matters. And it's like, it's like the whole thing. It's like, we're going to focus on gay and we're going to blur the lines of history. We're going to focus on gay and rewrite history how we want it. And then it's, we're dealing with stuff now with propaganda. It's like, how much of the history that we know is actually accurate?
Oh, that Viking? She was trans. We found her bones. It was a trans woman.
The first Vikings were actually black.
Yeah.
We was Vikings. Moving on, trans 10-year-old.
But yeah, that was too good to pass up. We had to mention that. Like, that's an exact kind of microcosm of the woke world.
Yeah.
Factually wrong and forcibly gay.
At the office, like, we got to make him gay. We got to make him this. We got to make him that. All right, when was he born? I don't know, 1920. What did he do? Fought in World War I. Just, I don't know. Who cares? We got the good stuff already.
Yeah.
We already got the gay
We already
part.
got the important
We already
part.
made him gay. Moving on. Trans 10-year-old. This is like a Fashion Week model who is trans child, and listen to what they say about him. Her, they, them. I said them.
To anyone who thinks, how can a child know they're transgender at 10 years old? D has this answer. At 2 years old, she started telling us she wasn't a boy. At 4.5, she socially transitioned. And at 7, she legally transitioned.
So you listen to a baby.
At 2 years old.
At 2 years old, you listen to a baby. And then it's also interesting because people were trying to call like child protective services on people who's like kids whose parents didn't get the vaccine, stuff like that.
Yeah.
This just is good.
Yeah.
They're writing articles about it like it's good. Like, shouldn't these people be arrested?
Well, I think part of the problem is that they have, like, when it comes to court or DCFS or anything like that, they need a psychologist or they need a psychiatrist, some sort of like emotional health doctor. And all those people are just pussies.
Yeah.
So they all fell in line with, transgender, where it's like, whereas our side of the aisle, our school of thought is that transgenderism is a mental issue that is being like almost facilitate or like it's almost, we're enabling it.
Yeah, encouraging it and then like taking it for like as if it's real. Like
because,
if a 2-year-old says I'm a boy, you just go, all right, buddy, like good sentence. Like you're 2 for 2 on sentences. That was a full sentence. Like, that's pretty much it.
Exactly. So but that's part of it is they've tricked the medical community, right? Like this pseudoscience medical community. And so they're like, yeah, you're trans, good, enjoy. Go get the surgery. Here's a doctor. I'm referring you to him. I get a nice little kickback from that referral and it's all good. Go ahead, let your mental illness run free because that's kind of what's happening. Right.
Yeah. This is, actually growing up, I used to want to be a Chinese man when I was a little kid. 5 years old.
Stop.
I swear.
What is this? A made up bit for the show?
No, I was 5 years old. I just want to be a Chinese man. I can prove it.
You verbalized that. You said that.
Yeah. And good thing no one took that seriously.
Yeah.
And helped me transition. I'll prove it. I'll call my mom right now.
Yes.
Hey, Mom. How are you?
Good. What's happening?
Nothing. We're doing the show, the podcast, and I told the story and how when I was 5 years old, I wanted to be a certain type of person, and no one believed me. So could you just tell that story really quick?
Sure. You said it in front of Susan's mother, and she said, what would you like to be when you grow up? And you said, I would like to be a Chinese person that delivers pizza. And she said, turned to us and said, he's very honest. That was her response.
At least he's honest.
That was it. Now, you said it a lot of times that you want to be a Chinese person that delivers pizza. Now, I don't know if that's offensive to anyone, but that's exactly what you said.
And did you ever take those words at face value and try to transition me into anything else, or like make me feel like I'm more Oriental?
No, I didn't. Another thing you used to do is when you were 4 years old, if we got a food delivery or some kind of delivery, you would want us to pretend that we weren't home and that you were answering the door by yourself.
Because I lived in the house by myself.
In the house alone, and take the delivery and give the guy a tip like you were alone in charge of the house and you were 4. That was the other thing you did. That's not related, maybe it is, to delivery, but that seemed to be a
that's where I got the inspiration.
Like deliveries.
I got the
maybe
inspiration.
That's why you still do.
Yeah. And then also I used to wear earrings in a pocketbook.
Yes.
That could have been a little sketchier.
That could have been sketchier because we got in the car once in the car seat and you said, I can't find my earring. You were wearing these big Kenneth J. Lane costume jewelry earrings that I had and a pocketbook, and Dad had that concerned face that he gets, sometimes, but he didn't say anything.
And no one ever tried to transition me into anything, or a girl, or say, oh, you're maybe a girl.
No one tried to transition you into a Chinese person, and no one tried to transition you into a girl, and you had a thing for pocketbooks and earrings.
It was very convenient to carry my stuff, probably.
No, well, you were in a car seat, so that's how young you were when you were, had a pocketbook and you were wearing earrings, but no one took it any further, like with the Chinese thing. No one said, oh, you're Chinese. So,
because it's a ramblings of a...
And then you dropped it.
Yeah.
And you get more interested in meatloaf. That was it.
That was the thing. But it's like no one took it seriously. There's no actionable items based on that. I want to be a Chinese man.
There was no actionable items. And I mean, these were very loud earrings. I mean, they were big, sparkly earrings. And there was a purse that you carried, and you got panicky when you got in your car seat saying, oh, my God, I don't have my pocketbook, or I can't find my earring. And
I turned out normal.
We found it and gave it to you, and you put it on.
And I turned out normal, and good thing no one gave me hormones or anything.
No one ever thought of doing anything like that.
Thank you. Well, I just want to get that story on the record for the podcast. Thank you, Ma. I appreciate it. See? Proved it.
There's a lot to unpack there. Number one, a very deep-rooted and early obsession with delivery, with food delivery. So I'm learning something. I didn't even know that. So this is deeper ingrained than I thought. He wanted to be the man of the house, getting the delivery, like getting 2 pizzas just for me. I'm a little man in the house. So
I own this house.
And then you brought up Chinese man, but you're doing purse and earrings.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
So that's interesting.
The delivery obsession and living in my own house and getting delivery whenever I want, I basically live that out.
Yeah, you're fulfilled. You're living a fulfilled
I
life.
achieved that. That was a vision. That was like a thing I aspired to, and 12 out of 10 achieved it.
That's crazy, man.
So, yeah, my mom's the best. She's very base. Didn't give me hormones. Didn't try to narrow my eyes or anything.
Imagine that same situation now, and it's like, oh, should we take him to a doctor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist or something? Then they tell you, oh, they might be this. You might want to watch this. And then we have a plan for the hormone blockers and blah, blah, blah. It's like all of a sudden you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then imagine you're divorced and your dad with a concerned look on his face is like, whoa, what's happened? We got to really watch this. And then mom is divorced and she hangs out with all her leftist friends or something.
And she hates dad, and I'm like a mini version of the dad. And then she's like, oh, yeah, Austin. He likes the pocketbook and the earrings. Like, he's a girl.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
So stuff like that's actually happening.
Because people could take this. If I was someone else's kid right now and I was doing pocketbook and earrings and liking that, people could act on that and go, oh, take him to a doctor. Maybe he's trans or whatever.
Are you Alice? Do you want to be a different name?
I just like the pocketbook because I can carry my stuff in it.
Yeah.
I have my race cars. I have my cards. Like, I have all kinds of cool stuff probably. And then the earrings, the clip-on earrings, those were just like, that's bling.
That was a bit.